I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less, DC deck building game Rivals. This particular is Batman versus Joker. And to differentiate from the normal DC or the base sets, in this you do not use your power to go after a villain. Instead, you fight each other. It's a two-player game, standalone, so it comes with all the
necessary
requisite number of kicks
and
and weaknesses and other starter cards. And one of you plays as the Joker, the other plays as Batman, and you just go at it. All of your power either purchases cards or you use to fight your opponent. And if you were to battle the Joker and pay 9, you would earn that card, and then the next time you battle, you have to earn 12, so it gets increasingly more difficult. Whole new stack of cards, and it's let's talk about how it is. Simplicity versus complexity.
As far as comparing it to the base game, I say it's around the same. There's a few tweaks, but it's around the same. As far as an overall game, I say it's fairly simple. It's a pretty simple game. It's a deck building game. So if you know deck building games, you're gonna do fine at this one. So I say it's pretty simple. Play your cards, get your cards, attack or not. So yeah, I think it's simple.
Not a lot of complexity here. Simple game, especially if you know the game mechanism of deck building, which is so ubiquitous now that it's probable that you do.
And even if more so if you're familiar with DC,
right?
Piece of cake.
Luck versus strategy.
It's a deck building game. It's a DC deck building game, so you have huge luck in what comes off the top. We played this game, and the first 4 or 5 times I lost.
Sounds like strategy. Sounds like someone here has a better strategy. You can't always be that unlucky.
I was. You're wrong. And I played as Batman and Joker, so it switched off. But it was just unlucky. And sure, there are a few things I could have done differently, maybe. You have to know when you're going to attack, because you have the ability to block, possibly. So you have to strategize in when you're going to attack. But also, this is a lot of luck. I mean, it's a DC-based deck building game, and so it's just a lot of luck in general.
I will admit there is a lot of luck, but that, I think, is part of the strategy, because a lot of the cards will say during a confrontation. And so when you announce a confrontation that you're going to go up against your opponent, you can't do much else in that turn. You can't buy other cards. You can't use your power for other things. And so you're making a commitment, and you may fail. Well, a lot of the cards say during a confrontation, fulfill this clause.
Gain a card,
draw 2 cards, whatnot. And those cards tend to be weak. They only give you 1 or 2 power, which when you have a hand of 5 cards, or no power. When you have a hand of 5 cards, 1 or 2 power isn't going to cut it to get up to 12, sometimes 9, and definitely not 15. So you're pressing your luck that those cards that you gain or draw or use from the top of the deck or use from your opponent's deck, you're pressing your luck. Are they going to be good or not? And that, to me, is the strategy of this game. Is, do you feel like now, have you manipulated it so that the random chance and the random odds are on your side? Yes, it's lucky. It's very random. But I think that's the strategic part of the game.
I guess there have been times where I could have confronted or attacked him, and I chose not to. So there are definitely some choices that I had to make with what I was given. A lot of luck, though.
Fun versus boring.
It's a DC game. We are sucker for deck building games. In particular, DC. Well,
we love DC.
Cryptozoic deck building games, I guess, because we also like Street Fighter. So we're a sucker for it, so I like it. It's a little more frustrating because of the end condition. If you are unlucky, you can't just try to get more points because it doesn't matter points. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So, but I think it's super fun.
This game is ridiculously fun. I mean, I hope that they come out with a ton of expansions.
It does say Rivals 1.
So I hope Rivals 2 is the Flash versus Gorilla Grodd, or the Flash versus Captain Cold, Superman versus Lex Luthor. Like that speaks so much to me. I can't wait to see what they come out with next. And then maybe you mix and you match. Can you have the Joker go up against Lex Luthor? I don't know. It would be cool. Yeah. And then
I love Batman though. So.
And I love the press your luck element in this game, and I don't know that I like that in a ton of other deck builders. If there is a press your luck.
I don't think there is.
Well, I mean, just trying to in say like Ascension, trying to fish for cards by buying this. You know, you try to press your luck, or your luck is that you may be diluting your deck with a bunch of bad cards to find the good one. I don't know. In this game, I enjoy that so much. I've gone after Molly in so many confrontations that I've lost because I just relentlessly attack and attack and attack, and one of these times it's going to work, and I really enjoy that. Who's winning? This guy.
I eventually won.
Once.
No, multiple times.
Like once.
No.
Okay, all right. Great game, super fun. On the BGG scale, definitely 10 out of 10 for me. Always want to play. Always will suggest.
I'll say 7.
All right.
I'll play when suggested. I'm not too quick to suggest it, but I'll play and I'll enjoy myself when I do.
Maybe if you won more, it would go up higher in your rating.
Stop. Yes, that actually might be true. Whenever we get to 500 subscribers and every multiple after that, we will give away a free glitter painting of your favorite superhero symbol. So subscribe and tell all your friends.
Because it could be you that wins.
We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.